You've got to be aware of the subconscious thinking that's running in the back of your mind so you don't end up like the wizard Liz and say something on the internet like, I was totally blindsided. The man fucking love bombed you, told you in 3 days he was going to marry you, constantly had to reassure you throughout your relationship that you were safe, and you're blindsided? How? Oh, because you aren't aware of your own subconscious thinking about yourself. And unfortunately, that's manifested a situation that's made her feel blindsided. But she's not blindsided. If she really understood what she was thinking, she went back and thought about, what was I thinking throughout this relationship? Hope he doesn't hurt me. Is he hurting me? I had a dream about you hurting me. I had a dream about you cheating. You're not, are you? You're not, are you? They can only be who you think they are. They can only reflect your thinking. All right, guys, I've got a great suggestion in the Loz lesson that ties into the Make Them Contact You challenge that's starting on Monday in the squad. Whoop, whoop. To make them contact you. Okay, let's listen. Bad phone, social media, habits that are delaying the process of manifesting what you want. Probably a specific person. Something aligned with the contact challenge. So, how many of you are doing bad things on your phone that are causing you not to manifest what you want? Now, I know you all want contact. I know you all have your phone in your hand for half of the day. If I looked at my phone and how many hours I'm on it, I'd probably be horrified. You know when it gives you that like time on phone? And the problem with a phone is a lot of the time you can actually see if someone's online. You can also see if someone's paid attention to, I don't know, a post that you made. You can see if they liked your post or watched a story or commented or they're on WhatsApp online or they were last online or they read your message or they left you on read. All of those things that happen in a phone now that back in the day when I was growing up, when we had no social media, we had the home computer, someone would have to ring you on the home phone. The idea of blocking someone would be literally saying to your mum, I'm not home. Right? That's it. There was none of this. And I know social media can be incredibly triggering, especially when you've sent a message and someone's left you on read, or like phone messages can be triggering. Oh, thank you, darling. Or seeing someone online, they haven't replied to you, or they haven't liked your story, or they haven't commented on your post, or they haven't. So let me talk about what's behind your feelings about that and why the phone's bothering you. Oh, thank you, darling, the glasses. So, let me bring up something that's just happened in the zeitgeist of the world right now. There is a dating coach. I would say she aligns herself to be like a manifestation coach, but she isn't, called the Wizard Liz, right? She's very popular. And she teaches that old kind of like, it's their fault, not mine. It's nothing to do with me. I'm a strong, independent woman stuff, right? I've seen one or two of her videos. One was about being confident, and I didn't mind her, but all the dating stuff and blaming other people and men bashing was a bit much for me. And then I saw one where she ditched her boyfriend at the time because he was a narc, I think she said, and she kind of morphed into him and didn't have a life, and he expected her to spend all her time with him. And I thought, what kind of dating coach are you if you're morphing into another person and becoming not yourself in a relationship so much so that you have to leave? Wouldn't be listening to you. Next minute she was engaged. Now, all I knew was that she got engaged to somebody who was a fan and met her through social media. Now, a lot of you are meeting people through social media or Bumble and, Tinder and dating apps, or through the phone somehow. No, don't feel bad for her now she got cheated on, darling, because now I'm going to tell you how she got cheated on. You can feel bad for her all you like, but if she'd known this information, unfortunately it wouldn't happen to her. So let me just explain. You can feel bad all you like, but it's not going to help her, is it? Okay, so, and I'm not saying I don't feel bad. It's a terrible situation. right? But let me explain how you're thinking about yourself and you're thinking about another person creates situations and creates your behaviour. Now, in the case of phone behaviour, bad phone habits, if you do things like constantly check that someone's read your messages, or get triggered when they haven't read your message, or get upset that they haven't liked your stories, or whatever, that's a story where you are placing validation on that other person. You need validation from them that they care, that they like you, that they want you, that they're there for you, that they love you, with whatever they do in return. So if they don't open your message straight away, or don't message you back, or leave you on read, or leave you on delivered, or all those things, phone-wise, you'll get triggered by that because of your thoughts about yourself. If you create a story in order for them to have a reaction and they don't watch it, or you create a post in order for them to have a reaction and they don't like it, or they like your story and then you're thinking, what's next? What does that mean? You are seeking validation from that person to make you feel a certain way. And when they don't do it, or when they leave you on delivered or read, or don't reply, or you double text them and you don't hear back, you feel a certain way about what they're doing. Now, in the case of the wizard Liz, she doesn't understand that what he's doing came from her first. And when she's talking about her situation, the constant thing she keeps saying in her Instagram stories and the reply to that Persephone's girl is, I'm blindsided. I've been blindsided. No, you weren't, darling. No, you weren't. Go back and read your first message. Go back and read your first message about the whole situation. Now, there's no such thing as intuition. And unfortunately, this girl is talking about, oh, if only I'd listened to my intuition. No, darling. What you were not listening to and what you weren't aware of was your own trust issues. And those trust issues have caused this situation. Now, there will be people who watch this back on YouTube who will be horrified that I'm saying that. This girl is 4 months pregnant. She's ditched this guy. She's all rah-rah, strong, men bashing, women be strong and leave them, feminine positivity, la, 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 la. I'm telling you what really happened and how this happened so it doesn't happen to her again. Okay? Now, so many people are going to hate me for saying this, but I feel for her, and I just want to demonstrate with the situation that's just happened, how it happened, and show you what you're currently doing right now that's causing your situation. No one is ever blindsided when they understand how this works. You can't be blindsided. Because what you do is you become aware of what you were thinking that caused the thing that's now making you really, really unhappy. So I'll get back to talking about the phone and then I'll talk about her again in a second. When you seek validation from another, it's not just love validation a lot of you seek. A lot of it's safety validation. And in her situation and in her story, if you really read between the lines and you listen to his Instagram reply, she was constantly seeking validation that she was what? Does anyone know? What was she constantly seeking from him? And he said, I tried to make this person feel loved and, anyone know the word he used? That implies she had severe trust issues? No. Safe. Right. When you are expecting your significant other to make you feel safe, that is a surefire indicator that you have some severe, you are going to hurt me, I can't trust you not to hurt me, thinking. Now, I do not know the slightest thing about this girl, but I said this morning to my team when they told me about it, I bet you any money that girl got abused as a child because she's got such severe trust issues. And I bet you she was thinking he was going to cheat or dreaming he was going to cheat, and then he did. And the girl went, I knew about the dreaming he was going to cheat because that was in her message. I said, I bet you she was abused as a child. And my person in my office said, oh, yeah, she was by her father. And I went, oh, well, yeah, that's where she's got the trust issues from. So if you've got a story, you'll always get hurt. Then when you get in a new relationship, any relationship, you're going to assume hurt. And then you're going to expect your person to make you feel what? What did he say? Safe, reassured and secure and safe. But unfortunately, the only person who can actually make you feel safe and secure and reassured is you. And if you're looking for reassurance in any way from your person, that is a sure indicator of whatever your self-concept issue is. So if it's safety, it's trust issues and feeling like you're going to be hurt. If it's feeling like there aren't other girls and they're not cheating on you, it's not feeling chosen, not feeling like the chosen person and maybe threatened by other women, right? I know in my own life, my constant 3D reality situation in relationships in the past has been third parties. Now, what is my major self-concept issue? Not feeling chosen, not feeling enough, feeling like there's something wrong with me. So I will always assume someone else will be chosen over me. So therefore, I will manifest into my reality third-party situations, either someone who's not over their wife or they've just gone out of a divorce or actual third parties. And I can't get angry about that situation because I know what my self-concept issue is, and I know I have caused that third-party situation in my 3D reality with my thinking about me, the other person, and reality. And what that girl isn't doing, what Wizard Liz isn't doing, is understanding her thinking about herself, him, and relationships. And if you read between the lines of the stuff she's written about men who are lustful will never lead. They can't control themselves. Oh, fuck, if you've got a story that men can't control themselves, men are driven by lust, men can't be trusted, you're fucked. And that's a story about you. That's a story that you hold from childhood that you got hurt as a kid and you're abused, or your mum got cheated on, or your dad, whatever it is, someone did something to hurt you and showed you that men are bad. And then you spend the rest of your internet career telling women to be strong because men will hurt you. Be this way and be strong because men ultimately will hurt you. Be this way and then they won't hurt you. Well, guess what? She was that way and guess what she got? Hurt. So all her dating advice, no one should be listening to, because if she really understood herself, she wouldn't have been blindsided. She would have realised that she's got severe trust issues, whereby he actually said in his reply, I tried to make this person, he called her this person, which was kind of off-putting, feel safe. I don't know if he said it in that sentence, but at some point he said this person, which I thought was, Try to make her feel safe. You can't make a person feel safe when they've got trust issues. It's their issues that's making them feel unsafe. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how much reassurance you give them. You can't make them feel safe. And that person with their thinking about being unsafe and being hurt will literally manifest you hurting them. You will pick a man in a room who will hurt you. You'll meet a man on the internet who will ultimately hurt you and cheat on you. You will literally make manifest your story that you hold about men and yourself. I am not safe and you will hurt me. So don't be blindsided when that happens to you, guys, because you caused it. Now, when this goes on YouTube, I know how popular she is on YouTube. There will be bitches in here telling me I'm blaming her. Listen and listen good. There is no such thing as intuition. What that girl was feeling was her own thoughts made manifest. When she said to him, I should have listened to the signs and the dreams I was having about this. And I asked you and you said there was nothing to worry about. If you're having dreams about your future husband cheating, let me give you the tip. You're manifesting that situation with your trust issues. You're literally causing that to happen. I know people are going to have a very hard time listening to this. And I'm really sorry. And I know she's in an awful situation. But if you guys could just listen to me about how you are creating your own reality with your dominant subconscious thinking that you don't realize you're thinking, you'll realize you never got blindsided by anything, and all those thoughts were niggling and always there. They were even in your dreams in her case. Yes, I'm talking about the Wizard Liz, right? And it's an awful situation she's in. I'm not discounting that. I'm not saying he should have done it or it's not his. This is not about fault, guys. When you understand this, you've got to understand the power of your subconscious and how it literally creates your life for you. And if you don't take control of it, it will manifest situations that make you feel blindsided. But if you really were aware of what you were dominantly thinking in the back of your mind, you'd know you are causing the situations so you couldn't feel blindsided. You could take control, think differently, and those situations wouldn't manifest. Now, getting back to the question. If you have bad phone habits or you're constantly stalking your specific person's social media, what do you think that says about you and your thinking about yourself and about them? What issues might you have if you constantly, say, go through your boyfriend's phone? I've never in my whole fucking life picked up a boyfriend's phone and looked in it. Ever. If I did, I would have to truly face myself and be like, how fucking severe, Loz, are your trust issues that you just did that? That you don't trust them enough that you had to pick up their phone and snoop. Snooping creates cheating. Because they can only reflect the thoughts you hold about you and them. And anyone watching this who doesn't understand the law of assumption will think I'm saying you're making them cheat on you. Guys, they can only reflect who you are being. If you are being a person with severe trust issues, need to snoop through someone's phone, you will literally make manifest something happening that you were scared about, that you were dreaming about, that you were fearful about. I fear my fears have come upon me. In the case of constantly doing things on social media to get their attention, like posting stories and hope they like them, or doing things like double texting them and over texting them and being the one who always initiates and calls. What are your thoughts in your subconscious mind that's making you do that? Take that action. Be that way. Feel that upset about them not liking a story. You need validation from them that they are choosing you, that they are in love with you, that they are committed to you, that whatever it is you're seeking from that action, you've got to understand you're subconsciously fearing that they're not doing that. That's why you're taking that action. So if you're posting a story in order to get attention, you've got a story that they're not going to give you attention. If you're constantly over texting them, you've got a story they're not going to text you, so you have to text them. If you're the one always initiating, you've got a story that they won't initiate, so you have to do it. If you're upset that they've left you on red, or you can see they're online and you get hurt, you've got to realise you've got a story they're not choosing you at that moment or at all. You've got to be aware of the subconscious thinking that's running in the back of your mind so you don't end up like the Wizard Liz and say something on the internet like, I was totally blindsided. The man fucking love bombed you, told you in 3 days he was going to marry you, constantly had to reassure you throughout your relationship that you were safe, and you're blindsided? How? Oh, because you aren't aware of your own subconscious thinking about yourself. And unfortunately, that's manifested a situation that's made her feel blindsided. But she's not blindsided. If she really understood what she was thinking, she went back and thought about, what was I thinking throughout this relationship? Hope he doesn't hurt me. Is he hurting me? I had a dream about you hurting me. I had a dream about you cheating. You're not, are you? You're not, are you? They can only be who you think they are. They can only reflect your thinking. When you get this and you realise it's only your reality they're in, and they can only reflect you and your fears, then you can't be blindsided because you were thinking it all along. And that poor girl, and I do feel really bad for her, but if she sat down and wrote down everything she was thinking throughout that relationship, the fearful thoughts she was having, that she even verbalised to him, I had a dream you were cheating on me, were you? She would realise there's no blindsided in this. Now, another thing about phones, if you meet someone on the internet, say on a dating site or through Instagram, what story might you hold, and this is exactly what she's manifested, what story might you hold about that guy? So if you met through the phone, what story might you hold that he's still doing in his phone? Tell me. You guys tell me. So if you met through Instagram, what might you think he's still doing? Subconsciously. Because that's how you met. Well, not cheating necessarily. Talking to other women, where? Where would he be talking to other women? Talking to other girls, where? On the phone, on the internet, on Instagram. And how did he meet this girl? Through Snapchat. If you meet on a dating site, I bet you any money you've had thoughts, if you have an unchosen subconscious thinking, that they're talking to other girls still on Instagram, on Bumble or on Hinge or on Tinder, because that's where you met. And then you'll find that that person is still talking to other people on those platforms. Maybe not the one you met on, maybe a different one. But you'll manifest that situation. So you've got to own it. So you can't get upset about it. You've got to think, did I ever have thinking that they might still be talking to other girls when they met me? Oh yeah, I did have that thinking. So if now that is news to me and I've found that out, can I get upset, or can I own the fact that I was actually thinking that and fearing that all along, and now it's come along, so I can't get pissed off at it? Now, I'm not saying she can't be annoyed at this man, of course. She can't be angry at this man, of course. She can't leave him. She can leave him, do whatever she likes. But you've got to understand, guys, if you sought constant reassurance from someone and you had trust issues the whole time, and you had stories in your head subconsciously that they were probably talking to other women online, and now it's manifested in your reality from your mind, you've got to own it. You can go selling your fucking engagement ring for homeless shelters for women or whatever, but you got to own that you created that reality with your subconscious fears. And unfortunately, when I'm saying this, when I use real life situations of people in situations, I did this once before with a girl who was blogging about dating different guys on TikTok, and I told her what would happen with this particular guy that she was obsessed with, and I said, he's literally going to choose someone else because you put him so far up on a pedestal, you blow and hold her up with this guy's ass like he's the greatest guy you've ever met in your whole life, and he will choose someone else. And I said, and people were insanely angry at me, and people were coming in and abusing on my live about, oh, you're wrong. Guess what happened to that girl? Did any of those haters come back and say to me, oh, you were right? Oh, fuck no. Because they'd abused me on a live on TikTok. I need you guys to understand that whatever actions you're taking in the 3D, like asking for reassurance from your person that your dream that you had last night where they were cheating wasn't true, whatever action you're taking, like stalking them on social media, whatever action you're taking, like going through their phone, whatever action you're taking, like posting things for their attention, you've got to understand it's all coming from your self-concept issue, your trust issue of feeling like you can't trust them and they'll hurt you. Your I need attention, I need you to show me you love me issue, so you constantly need reassurance or attention. You're doing things to make things happen, like over texting them because you don't think they actually care about you. Your constant reassurance that you need their love because you feel they don't love you. So like if you get that, like on your post, oh, he does like me. It's all about you guys. It's not about them. So if they don't do what you want, or they do the thing you're fearing, you've got to understand you caused that. You are the only cause when you get this. There'll be people who watch this. If I put her name in the YouTube caption, there'll be people who watch this. Watch me. Watch in the comments. There'll be girls coming in here saying, are you blaming her? You're blaming her for his cheating. He's just a dog, and he was way below her, and he was punching above his weight, and he didn't deserve her, and she was the aura, she was the glow in that relationship, and he didn't deserve her, and he was jealous of her, and she was a strong, independent woman. She doesn't need him. There'll be all these fucking comments, guys. And none of those girls will have a fucking clue how she manifested this. It wasn't her intuition. It was her trust issues. And I don't have a fucking clue what happened to her as a child, but apparently she got abused by her dad or hit by her dad, whatever. Whatever it is, bless her, that's awful, but it means that she's got a story that she'll be hurt in love. When someone loves you, they will hurt you. And now, what's happened? She was abused. Right. So the classic story that happens to people who've been abused is they end up getting hurt later in relationships. It's always hurt. It's either cheating or actual physical abuse or mental or sexual abuse, right? It's getting hurt in some form because you've got a dominant subconscious story that no matter what you do in love, you will be hurt. So you will take certain actions and do certain things to reassure yourself or get reassurance from them that they're not going to hurt you. So what was she doing, according to him, throughout the relationship? Actually verbally asking him to reassure her that she was safe. If you are asking a man or a woman to reassure you that you are safe, you've got to wake up and realize that's about you. That's not about them. And then they'll literally make manifest your fears. They have no choice but to play out the story you hold about them. So if you hold a story they're going to cheat on you, they fucking will. If you hold a story they've got multiple third parties, you'll find out they do. And that has happened to me. And I've had to go, didn't you have a story about that? Oh, right. You guys have got to understand. Whatever story you hold subconsciously will dictate your relationship life, the amount of contact that you get in the relationship or outside the relationship before you've even got committed to, what will happen in the relationship, whether they treat you well, whether they cheat on you, whether they're there for you when you have your children, whether they help out, whether they prioritize you. It's all based on your story about yourself. And unfortunately, trust me when I say, there'll be people who watch this and they won't understand that and they'll think I'm blaming her. This isn't blame, guys. This is causation. How did you cause what has now manifested in your reality? What were you subconsciously fearing all along? And if she's honest, she'll realize she was fearing hurt all along. That's why she wanted to feel safe and needed reassurance. So it will continue to happen in the next relationship as well. Maybe not so publicly, but until she doesn't think that way, it'll continue to happen. She might not find out next time, but something will happen where she gets hurt. See what I'm saying? Until she becomes a different her without those fears. And it doesn't matter how strong you are and how independent a woman you are and you're the aura and you're the this and you're the that and you're the... And I don't take any shit from men and men are to blame and men have got lust issues, whatever the fuck it is she said. Guys, there's plenty of men out there who don't cheat on their girlfriends and fiancés and wives. You can't have a story that men are bad or men are lustful or men will cheat. Then they will on you. That's the story you hold about them. That's what will be reflected in your reality because that's the story you hold. So to get back to the make them contact you challenge, ask yourself, if you're not getting contact from your person, what are you subconsciously thinking about them, the situation, and yourself? That's what we investigate in this challenge. And we hold you accountable to think differently than what you've been thinking. So if you're a person with trust issues and you're constantly searching through your phone, seeing if they're online, whatever, you're going to have to really face yourself in this challenge. If you never get the contact and you constantly have to initiate and you feel they don't prioritize you, you're going to have to face yourself in this challenge and do all the tasks to feel prioritized. If you always get friend zoned or get blocked or get ghosted, you're going to have to really own up to the fact that you've got some really fucking strong stories that you aren't enough and you aren't good enough and that person's not going to choose you and they'll block you. Or some crazy ass fucking behavior that you've been doing that's got you blocked. Like if any of you have got blocked, you've got to own that you've been doing some shit that's got you blocked. Thinking some shit that's got you blocked. In this challenge, you'll find out what it is and you'll stop fucking doing it by the end of the 30 days. Let me give you the tip, because I will not let you keep doing that shit and ruining your own goddamn life. Come and join us on the 2nd of June. Starts on Monday in my squad, my Subconscious Laws squad. It's in my link tree. Come and join us. It's $50 for the month or $35 if you join for the whole year. And I guarantee you, if you join for the whole year, we'll keep you accountable in there and you won't have relationship failures and people cheating on you and searching through their phone. Because as soon as you feel triggered, you can come in the Q&A forum and say, oh my God, I'm searching through their phone again, help me, and we'll all help you, okay? Because some of you need that kind of reassurance all the time because you're doing some dumb shit. Yeah, I've been blocked loads. So you've got to ask yourself when you have, what have you been thinking that's causing you to get blocked, and what fucking stupid behaviours have you been doing that's caused you to be blocked? A lot of you are doing dumb behaviours you think are all right, like double texting them and sending them essays and asking them, who am I to you? What are we? Are you okay? Haven't heard from you, you all right? They're like, I'm fine, but no, I've blocked you. You can't keep asking me. I can't keep reassuring you. Block. I'm fucking busy at work. Block. Come and join us for the challenge, guys, to get a handle on your shitty thinking that's subconsciously stopping you from getting contact, subconsciously causing cheating, subconsciously causing you not to be in a relationship, subconsciously causing you to be friend zoned, subconsciously causing ghosting, whatever the fuck is happening in your love life. Now, it doesn't have to be a love life that you're after in this challenge. It could just be getting contact from an old friend that you've lost contact with, or a family member you no longer speak to, or you had a fallout with an old mate and you want to be friends again, that kind of thing. It could be any kind of contact, guys. Or it could be you're in the relationship and you want more. You want the good morning text and the good night, babe, and you want to be prioritized more. It'll help you too, right? So come and join us in the Subconscious Laws Squad. Now, for anyone who was triggered by my video today, thinking I'm blaming Liz for what's happened, that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to peel back the onion of how the whole situation got caused from the tiny bit of information I've seen on her Instagram and his Instagram. I don't know a lot about her. I don't really care to know a lot about dating coaches because I don't believe anyone should be listening to them because it's all blaming the other person. It's all next. Find the next guy. He hurt you. Next. No, guys, you're hurting yourself. And I'm here to help you not do that anymore. All right? So if you are new to me, I suggest you get my free course on my link tree called Everything You've Learned About Manifesting Is Wrong, and it will make you aware of what I'm teaching you, which is all about what you're aware of or what you're not aware of, your subconscious thinking. Then you can get help in my squad or in my free group, Subconscious Laws, ask your questions, and just go through my YouTube and find any videos that you feel will help you, especially in my Ask Laws series. It's like how to manifest a specific person. If you've got trust issues, go and watch those, and it will really, I deep dive into people's self-concepts that have caused their situations like ghosting, getting cheated on, trust issues, not being chosen. In the Ask Laws series on my YouTube, I deep dive into self-concept issues from people's questions. So I hope that's helped you guys. Come and join us for the challenge. Come and join us in the squad and watch my YouTube videos if you're new, and do get my free course, and I will see you soon. Thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for following me, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.